Hey guys, it's Abby from Make Life Your Runway, and I'm here with another makeup organizational video. Ooh, look, if you're new here, we usually have like a theme or something in mind that we're trying to achieve, and it involves rearranging and reorganizing the makeup. So that's what we're gonna do today. We have two new clear bins. These are off of Amazon. They are always linked down below, as well as all of the other storage that I use. So we have two of those that I'm going to put some products in. And then I want to empty out one of these drawers to put new makeup in, so I can remember which makeup is new to review and haul and talk about with you all. And a couple items will be decluttered. This isn't going to be like an extreme declutter, but I do have a couple things in mind that we'll get rid of as we go along, because I just find after almost doing a 6-month no buy, it was like 5 months, maybe a little less than 5 months, my preferences have really changed, especially now that I'm starting to buy makeup again. I just have different preferences, and that kind of motivates me to get rid of some stuff that's just sitting here that can be passed along to someone to use before it goes bad. So if that sounds like something you'd like to watch, then just keep watching. Here we go. The gang's all here. Morty, my dog's here. Jared, my husband's walking around. Hello. Okay, so here's my collection. Up here we have foundations, primers, bronzer, blush, highlights. Then we have Project Pan, face palettes, powders, concealers, lipsticks, odds and ends, more face palettes. And then down below, which you can't see, we have eyeshadows, and eyeshadows. So one of the clear bins is going to go for these loose eyeshadows or some configuration. And then the other one is going to go for the Project Pan items. And like I said, I hope to clear one of these out that I can use for new makeup. Probably one of the eyeshadow ones, since we have this other bin. So, I guess it makes sense to start with eyeshadows and then move from there. So let's just, I guess we'll just move them to the floor. Go with these first. And I have a lot of organizing videos, makeup organizational videos on my channel. I need to organize them better on my channel for you guys. But here are like the smaller eyeshadows, like mini sizes or medium size, I guess. So here is my Sephora Z palette. I think we'll do them kind of like this. Yep. Alright, then we have ColourPop. Oh, this is nice because I'll be able to see like which ones they are. ColourPop. And I also have some ColourPop in here as well. So we'll just go ahead and line them up. Perfect. Okay, so those are all my ColourPop palettes. I have a couple Juvia's Place palettes, so we'll scoop them in here. Perfect. And then I have a Tarte Rainforest of the Sea, a Tarte Man Eater. I think I want those all to go sideways too. I'll take out my melt stacks. I think I want one of the bigger ones to put new makeup in, and I actually have some new makeup sitting to the side, so I'll go ahead and put that in. This has all been used, so I have a pretty good, well, not all, the mascara's not open, but a lot of this I've been using for a while, so I could do like reviews for you guys on them. But I might put this in a different place. These are my pigments, MAC and ColourPop. I do want to keep them, so line those up if they'll fit. I'm going to get rid of these Believe Beauty shadows. They were passed along to me from a friend, and I don't really like the consistency, and I don't find myself using them. They're like a mousse formula, But I find you have to set them with a powder for them to stay, and I just feel like that's a step that I don't typically take. So we will get rid of those. Okay, I have my Urban Decay singles, which they have like relaunched those. My Too Faced Just Peachy palette, we'll put that in here. We have an empty Sephora Z palette that I'll just sit back here. We have Maybelline Nudes of New York. This is a really nice drugstore palette. I think it's just good in general, drugstore or not. So I would recommend that, but we'll put that there. And we'll keep, ooh, we have Too Faced Salted Caramel. We'll put that little guy in here. And I have these singles. I have some Tarte singles, Top Yacht. They're chrome paints. So I want to keep all of those. I do enjoy them. I just need to use them more. Some more Urban Decay singles in their old packaging. Old school L'Oreal Infallibles. I still want those. I like Sephora singles, so we'll keep those. We have an e.l.f. little bite-sized palette. Some of the Huda palettes. We'll keep those. We have a, I need to use this more, Viseart Dark Matte. This was given to me, and I just haven't used it that much, and it's such like an expensive palette, and for a while it was like, so like, everyone wanted it, but, you know, we need to make sure we're using it. Okay. Buxom, we have, I think it's Glitz Factor. It's one of their singles. And we have Riff, another Urban Decay single in the old packaging. I'm going to get rid of the Burberry eye color. This one is in Pale Barley. This was passed along to me, and I just don't use it, so I can pass it along to someone else. And then I'm going to put this in the Z palette. This is a Jeffree Star single, and put it back. It's the green shadow that he took out of one of their mini palettes from the Shane Dawson series. My mom gave it to me, and I think I'll just get rid of the packaging and keep it in my Z palette. Perfect. And it's magnetic. That's what we want. Perfection. Okay, so that cleaned out this little section right here. Love that for us. Okay, so I wonder if they would all fit like this, and then, you know, we can see them lined up. Let's pull, this is like my normal size. Here are my normal size palettes, my Naked palettes. Definitely don't want to get rid of any of those. I have Naked Heat. I have Naked Heat, Naked 3, which was my very first high-end palette quite a while ago at this point. Naked Honey, Naked Cherry, Naked, the original, but I got it when they were discontinuing it, and Naked Smoky. I looked at the Naked Wild West for the first time in person in store last week, and it's kind of dark. I would get it when it goes on sale. That's when I've gotten most of these, but I would not pay full price for it. I have some Too Faced palettes. This is actually a face palette, the Park Avenue Princess palette by Tarte, and I put it in here because it's the same size as these, but I really need to put it with my face palettes. We have a Buxom, oh, the classic Born to Run by Urban Decay. This is such a good palette. We have a MAC Classic Cutie palette. Okay, so I want to keep those. Modern Renaissance, I want to keep Lorac, my Too Faced, Norvina, definitely want to keep that. I need to give this some love. It's the Revolution Rose Gold Chocolate Bar palette. I've used it once and liked it. I just need to use it again. It was passed along to me. But let's see. Probably doesn't make sense to have them all like that, so we might end up flipping this other one too. You can't see. Here are my bigger palettes. So we have one by Natasha Denona that was passed along to me. This is the Star palette, a Lorac palette, a Too Faced Natural Lust, the Emily Edit the Once, Violet Voss Pro, and some Jeffree Star and Morphe ones. So we'll put these back. Alright, so I think the singles will fit really nicely here. No. Okay. Urban Decay doesn't want to fit. We'll just slide it back there. Put the melt sacks on top so I can see them.
Looks like Maureen's planting another sock garden.
Oh, yeah? My husband takes his socks off by the bed every night. And so, you know, there gets to be a pile of them after a couple of days. So we jokingly call it a sock garden. We're like, it's very bountiful. Is that what the right word?
Yeah.
It's a very bountiful garden you have today.
It's a high yield.
High yield. Especially if, like, there's some shoes next to it. I'm like, ooh, your garden's wild right now. Okay, so that is going to be everything for this bottom shelf. And I think it's nice. I love that it's all eyeshadows. So we will keep this. I think we're in a good place. We got rid of a few things. So we'll move on to this next shelf. Okay, so these are all Project Pan products. I need to do an update. Like, I haven't done an update since we started it in February. And it's July, beginning of July as I film this, so we definitely need an update. But I wanted a bin that matched my shelf that I could use for Project Pan, and it doesn't fill it. Oops, it doesn't fill it obviously, but I think it'll just look nicer on the shelf. Oh my gosh, I just put this clear one on the shelf and it looks so good right there. So I'm wondering if we should take all of these off and put these other clear ones there, and then it'd be like uniform.
Do it, girl.
Do it. Do it. Okay, let's do it.
Season of Dark Side of the Ring, and I am very pumped.
Oh, snap. Oh man, there's room for one more. Ugh. How pleasing would it be to have a row of them? Everything's ruined. Cut the film. Guys, how pleasing would it be to have a whole shelf of these? It fit. One more would definitely fit in here, but maybe we're okay. Like, this is so silly. Like, this stuff is so not important. It's just satisfying, and like, we love makeup, so why not organize it a bunch? But yeah, I think it's nice. It looks nice having these a row of clear bins. Maybe I'll get one more. We'll see. We'll see. But I don't have one more today. So this is where we're at for today's video. But I was thinking we could I have the Lonely Conspiracy palette. I do want to use it. But I don't know where to sit it. So we'll just sit it to the side for now. And on the bottom shelf, we'll put the drawers. I think that will be nice. And I'm wondering if all the drawers will fit on the bottom shelf. So let's experiment. I do like the way it looks with all the drawers being on one shelf. I think it just looks better that way. And then I think we definitely need to get another plastic bin for this shelf. Like, I don't know what we'll put on it. We'll figure it out. But they're only like $12 each, maybe $13 each. So that's definitely something to get and add to it. But I just kind of squished them in a little bit. I could probably slide them a little bit more. Okay, I like what's happening here. And then the top is kind of like misc. Don't love it, don't hate it. But I wonder actually if we scoot all these over, if these would fit here. I don't think they will. No, okay. That's fine. Okay, so let's go by each section and see if there's a little bit more we want to declutter. But I like the way everything is sitting on here, but let's just make sure I like everything that is in my collection. We'll go bin by bin. So up first we have some primers. I have the Ultra Repair by First Aid Beauty. Definitely want to keep that. Milani Bright Side Primer. Just recently purchased this. This actually needs to go in my new makeup drawer so I can remember to talk to you guys about it. And I also recently got the NYX Marshmallow Primer. Also needs to go in my new makeup bin so I remember to talk about it. And I have some samples up here. Let's grab them. And I think I want to just move them to this bin. So here are some samples. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the No Problem Primer by Touch in Sol because I have a full size of it in my project pan, and I don't foresee myself using up a full size and then coming and using the sample size. There isn't much left in this It Cosmetic Primer, and I do want to try the Pure 4-in-1 Correcting Primer. So I have those two. So that's 2 minis, this guy, and then I have 2 other ones here. I have the Wet n Wild Primer Serum, which I really enjoy, and the Revlon Photo Finish Perfecting Primer. They don't make this anymore, or if they do, it's in different packaging. I don't know what would have replaced it, but I will keep those. So I think that's a pretty good primer collection. The 2 new ones that I showed you guys, and I have a couple of Project Pan ones. So I want to go through them before purchasing more, but I think that's a good place to be. And then as far as foundations go, I have these lighter coverage ones, the Too Faced Dew You and Almond, and the Revlon Candid Glow in 120. Definitely want to keep those. These are not super old in my collection. These are the these are some drugstore ones. So we have the L'Oreal True Match Lumi. It's one of my favorites. I really like the CoverGirl True Blend. And then the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Hydrate. So I will keep all of those. And if you're curious about my colors, I'm in Classic Ivory, Soft Ivory, Classic Ivory for L'Oreal. For the CoverGirl True Blend, I am in L2 Classic Ivory. And then this Makeup Revolution one is a little bit hard to match. The colors are a little bit strange, but C4 is my color. And then I do like using the Flower Beauty Light Illusion. I just pulled this recently in my makeup basket. Mine is in Ivory L2, and it still performs well. These two I never wear, and they're a little bit on the older side, so I'm going to put them in my Project Pan bin to keep an eye out for the next 6 months. Definitely get rid of them at the end of the year if I need to. This one no longer is my color, at least for summer. And this one I just don't love the consistency, but it might be my color now. So let me just move them to this bin that we created for Project Pan, and I guess neglected makeup. But I'm happy with these 100%. These are ones that I'm happy to pull, happy to use. And this is definitely a category I'm trying to have less on, so I'm not actively purchasing in here. I mean, I did buy those 2 primers recently because like the hype was killing me, but outside of those, I'm trying to not purchase anything that's liquid because I want to get this down to being like 2 or 3 per category total. So this is where we're at here. We've gone through this one together. This was the single eyeshadows. We just went through the primers and foundations. So let's do my blushes next. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of Juvia's Surfafina. I've kept this for so long thinking one day I'll actually use it, but it's just a little bit too pigmented for me. So we're going to pass along on that. I really love the Wet n Wild Halo duos. We'll keep that. We'll keep the L'Oreal Age Perfect. Catrice. Glistening Pink. I did declutter this and then put it back in my collection, and I haven't used it at all since, so we will get rid of this one. I have another one from that line that I really like. That is, where is it at? It should be in here, but it's not. Oh, I think it's in my Makeup Basket Express that's in my restroom, so that's fine. Definitely keeping Benefit Dallas, keeping MAC Melba, that's relatively new, Tarte Exposed, Luminoso by Milani. I like my Clinique Nude Pop. I do like the NYX Mauve and Out, even though I don't think they make it anymore. Love the MAC Glow and Play blushes. I have So Natural and Cheer Up. I like my IT Cosmetics. I like my Hourglass. This one is Luminous Flush. NYX, I always just hold on to these. I don't know why. I like can't get rid of them even though I don't even use them. So that's Sweet Spring. This is Mauve Me. And I think they still make them. We got e.l.f. in Always Rosy. We have a Makeup Forever duo that comes pre-made on Sephora's website. And then we have Marc Jacobs Kink and Kisses. So all of that is fine. And then I also have these. We have ColourPop, Meteorite. I like that one. This is an old one by Urban Decay. And Fetish, like that. I'll probably keep that one until the formula goes bad. Hourglass. This is Mood Exposure. We have Milani and Tea Rose. Love that. 2 more Milani baked. We have what is this one? Berry Amore and Dulce Pink. A classic MAC. This is the old limited edition in Chris Weiss. Again, I'll keep it until the formula goes off. And then I have some butter bronzers by Physicians. Oh no, butter blush. I have Peachy Beach. What is it? Beachy Peach. And I have this one, which is Copper Cabana. These are newer to me. They were passed along to me from a friend, so I need to give them more love. But I like what's happening here. Let's actually, can we make these all like round? Can we make them more aesthetic? Let's put these MAC ones in front. Ooh. There we go. So we have Milani, Physicians Formula, and the rest of these are MAC. Right, so singles, primer, foundation, blush, the new makeup that we've been putting together in the store. And then over here are face palettes. Don't imagine we'll get rid of any, but we'll just go through them. Some from Hourglass. We have Charlotte Tilbury Classic Film Star Bronzer and Glow. My Smashbox Contour. 2 of the LA Girl. We have Island Hottie, which is a blush palette. It's kind of peachy. And then the Moonlight Magic, which is a highlight palette. And then we have 2 by Benefit of their mini ones from a couple years ago. Actually, I got them last year. The Cheerleader one. And then we also have Cheek Stars, the Reunion Tour. So I like all those, and those are not leaving. Yeah, I don't think I can get rid of any of these. I have Catrice California in a box. That's a good one. Too Faced Natural Face. NYX Born to Glow highlight palette. A lot of these I'm just going to keep until they go bad. BH Cosmetics Glowing in Grease. The Belgian Waffle palette by BH Cosmetics. The Glow Kit by ABH. A MAC Limited Edition. The Brett Rockman Babe in Paradise by Morphe. Highlight palette from a few years ago. And then I got this last year, the Tarte Busy Gal palette, which I need to use more. It has highlight, blush, and eyeshadows. And then we have one of the Vanilla Cream Truffle palettes that look like this, a blush palette from BH. So I like all of those. Those are not going anywhere. I forgot about these. These are relatively new to me. I need to put on my new makeup. We have Sephora Collection face palette in Gleam as 2 highlighters and a blush. And then the MAC Hyper Real Glow palette. This one is in Get Lit. I have these 2 palettes that won't fit anywhere. Old School Tarte, Blush Bazaar. Again, probably just keep these until the formula goes off. So we'll just sit it to the side. And then the Park Avenue Princess Tarte bronzer palette that I showed you guys. So let's set those to the side. Love those. Alright, here are my blushes, and honestly, I'm so obsessed. Did I say blushes? These are powders. I'm really obsessed with powders right now, so not gonna get rid of them, so I'll just share them. CoverGirl Clean Fresh. Mine is in Fair. We love that one. The number 7 Triple Action in Light. It Cosmetic Foundation Illumination in Light. CoverGirl Radiant Advanced Radiance in 110 Creamy Natural. Love this one a lot. And then the old one, Revolution Bacon Blot and Banana Light. And old school go-to L'Oreal True Match. This one is in Light Ivory. So we'll keep all of those are my pressed. And then these are my loose ones that aren't like in a makeup basket. Catrice Light Illusion, the L'Oreal Hydra Perfect. Number 7, the Laura Mercier Classic Translucent. Too Faced, this is Born This Way. And then we have Marc Jacobs Finish Line. So keeping all of those. In the final little drawer we have our bronzers, and again, new bronzer, the Revlon Skin Lights. Yes, I need to do a collective haul. So bronzers are my favorite. I don't buy them super often, so I typically love the ones that I have, and I love on them for a while. So I've gone through these a lot, and it hasn't really grown, but we got a couple from Milani. We got Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, Maybelline City Bronzer, the e.l.f. Primed Bronzer, of course the Too Faced Sweet Tea, just the classics. One of the newer ones in here is Laguna by NARS, just a little mini size. So we'll definitely keep all of our bronzers. Except highlighters, no, and no. Okay, we got some Becca's, Lorac, love Lorac highlights. We have some drugstore Maybelline, Milani. We have some MAC options. This one is Double Gleam, which is so good. Definitely a classic. Another Becca, ABH and Armrezy. They have a new, like, I assume limited edition out. I'm not exactly sure. Oh, another MAC. Let the MACs live together. Love that. And let's let the Beccas live together. Okay. Anyways, keeping on my highlighters. Alright. These are lips. We are going to get finally. This one is Skinny Dip by Joer. I don't know how to say it. This one I got, it was like a classic. It came as a sample. I was super excited. I've had it for years. Literally never use it. It's like a lip topper. So we'll get rid of that. I'm going to get rid of another sample here, the Givenchy. I like it sometimes, but I just never grab for it. A couple years old. We'll get rid of that. So, Elf Mocha Twisted, keep that. I like these little Huda Beauty sizes. They're great to like throw into a purse. A few of those. I like my Melt. This one is in Old Rose. I need to use it more, but I do like it. Relatively new. This Surfafine is new-ish. These ones I got for Christmas from my mother-in-law. We have some Becca that I definitely want to keep. Love the Becca Lipsticks. So good. I'm going to get rid of, I'll just pull it and see if I like it. This Buxom little sample guy. I don't even know what this is in. Oh, Vava Plump Shiny Liquid Lipstick in Wine Me. I'll try it, but I think I'm going to get rid of it. But I'll put it up with my makeup basket. And then I'll just keep these little sample guys in the back. Becca. And the Jeffree Star. Some of my matte Melted Matte by Too Faced. Love those. Some of my Buxom. Love those. Bare Minerals with a bigger Huda. And then Milani. So we have good variety here. I like that you can see them in the clear drawer. So feel good about that. And then as far as concealers go, a couple of these are in my makeup basket, but these are still holding on. Again, I'll just keep all of these until the formula smells off or it seems like something is wrong with it that I shouldn't be using it. But I love all of these. I have the e.l.f. camos along with the e.l.f. hydrating. I have a Milani. I have Cover FX, Conceal and Hydrate for Makeup Revolution, Tarte Shape Tape, and another Makeup Revolution one. Love all of them, so we'll keep them. Okay, here is what we have gotten rid of. Not a ton, but enough. It's enough every time. You just want to make sure your makeup collection is refreshed. You're loving everything that's in it, and I like to do this every few months, but here's what we have. Let me scoot you back. So at the very top, we have concealers, lipsticks, pressed face powders, my melt stacks, blush, and all of my highlighters. Then we come down to this shelf. We have our eyeshadow palettes, like medium, big, regular, then Project Pan items / chopping block items. Then we have all of our drawers, so loose setting powders, bronzers, face palettes, blush, new makeup, single eyeshadows, primers, foundations, and then some palettes to the side. So I think we did a great job. I love doing these videos with you guys. You guys love watching them. Please subscribe if you're new. Let me know, should I get a fourth one? And if I do, what should I put in it? Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!